Hi everyone, Susie here, aka Mum to G&T. I'm sorry, I feel such an idiot saying that. So, I've had a few people, lovely comments on my pages. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. But I've also had some people ask me about this. Let me just control 0 out so you can see what I mean. This little swish, I don't know what you call it, which is my favorite of all Anna's stuff. Here it is again on this page and again on this page, so I'm sure I've used it many more times. So but a few people have asked me where I've got it from and how I did it and that kind of thing. It's actually, I'm just going to shut these down. I've got too much open. I hate having so much open in Photoshop. It's actually this paper, which is part of the Frozen art play palette, Frozen, and it's paper number 6, which is beautiful in itself, but I just love this bit. So how did I do it is what everybody seems to be asking. So here is the actual page that I made, and I'm just going to turn everything off. Oops, that's a little bit too far. Let's get rid of that as well. So how did I make it? Well, let me just build the page up. I should probably put that on first and then you can see it. So these are all my layers, and well, I haven't written what they are, of course. Slap hand. But yeah, this is, what's that one? What's that? Sorry, dog barking in background. I've just told my boys not to disturb me, but they'll probably come in yelling in a minute. Yeah, so lots of little bits. I think this might be the fella. There he is. So you can see there's the edge of the paper, and basically it's there. It is part of the paper, but I've just basically deleted the other part. So let me just, let me add in the other bits first so that I've got the complete paper. I'll just take that off and I will just bring that back in. Gosh, I probably won't remember how I did it now, and then let me put them in there. Okay, so let's get the delete button first of all. Make it big. I call it the delete button, the eraser tool. I'm a quick key addict, so I don't click over here. But if you hover over these, sometimes, it won't do it for me now, it'll tell you what the quick key is, and this one's E for eraser. So I'm just going to erase this very slightly. There we go. Now I know it's still the wrong colour, so there we go. I'm doing this very quickly, of course. Normally it takes me about a whole day to do this, of course. It takes me ages to make a page. There we are. I probably did a bit of that with it as well. Still the wrong colour, and look, I could do, I don't know, multiply, but you're kind of losing the effect a little bit, and it's still kind of darker. So I'm going to put that back to normal, and I'm going to not hue saturation because it's really white, so it's not going to, you're not going to add any colour that way, but I'm going to click on colour balance. So I'm going to try and sort of get this kind of colour here. So if I put a little bit of red in and a little bit of that in, it's kind of changed colour. Let's see what that looks like there. Yeah, that kind of, I think that blends in maybe a little bit. I've got the delete key there, sorry, eraser tool there. Let's get rid of that as well. There. So So there it is. I probably sharpened it as well a bit. I've actually got Topaz Adjust on here, which I use a lot for sharpening. Oh, look at that! How awful is that? But we're just looking at this there. So if I sharpen it a little bit, it's a bit tricky to see because you're just looking at this. Let's see what that looks like. That's how I sharpen things. There, that looks a little bit better. So probably not as good as the one I made. That's the one I made. Or maybe darkened it. I don't know. Of course, like you can never recreate. Let's do a bit of contrast there. Maybe that. Of course, it's bigger as well. So. So yeah, that's basically how I did it. So if I take off all these other layers, there, that's it. That's the one I just did today. So that's it really. That's all there is to it. It's very easy. I don't know that Anna would like me deleting all her hard work, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So now you all know. So, and thank you again for all your lovely messages, and I hope you found this useful. I must admit I do it for a lot of other stuff. What's this? There's another one. That's actually part of the Frozen. One of my favourite art play palettes is Frozen. That's another bit. So I've done the same. Please excuse my dreadful deleting there, but yeah, you can kind of see what I mean. I delete parts, but you need to have a big brush, the erase tool, a big soft brush. So you know, I use the keyboard, but it doesn't have to be anything flash, you know, just one of these, and just big, you know, just deleting it just a little bit, and you know, until you get the effect. And look, you'd never know really. Well, you probably will now that I've told you my secret. You'll be looking really closely at all my pages, and God, think how awful they are now. What have I done? So I don't know where that was, somewhere there. Oh, actually there was a darker bit here, I remember this, and I deleted it because it was just on the photo there. So anyway, that's how I do it, and yeah, I hope you found this useful.